And we're back! Let me just Alt-Tab over to Deus Ex Revision. Got a nice mech wandering around the place. So, I actually had a quick install of Invisible War this afternoon to see how well that works, using the Unified Texture Pack and a few patches to make it work in widescreen. It crashes the laptop. So, if I'm going to do an Invisible War playthrough after this, there's going to have to be a bit of fiddling with whatever is conflicting with Invisible War. But we're not playing Invisible War, we are playing Deus Ex Original Revision. So, well, that's a great bit of jazz there. Jazz sax. Anyway, last we played... Oh. Did I not? Okay, so I apparently did not save the game when I got to... the base. Which means I have to go all the way back. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, no, not this way. This way. Okay, well...
We are surrounded. We don't have much time.
That is ever so slightly annoying.
I hope they make it.
Well,
we can't let them discover our hideout.
I freed them.
Wonderful. You took...
Truck.
Yes.
Yeah.
You might...
A silhouette.
Among other...
What about the top?
The catacombs do not go that far. You might try...
Is it locked?
Unfortunately,
The soldier.
Okay, so I am missing... a key, which I've obviously not picked up yet, so...
They have backed us into a corner.
More importantly,
they are holding our comrades prisoner.
before I save anything... Oh, hello.
We are not prepared to fight a war.
The soldiers have occupied the entire city, and now the tunnel.
So it has not recognized...
We must assume the worst.
They have got through. Bloody hell. Hang on. You... Come on. Just have to wait for the robot, okay? Coming. Quiet, okay? Just need to avoid the robot. It doesn't know we're here. Okay. Follow me. Come on. Okay, so I can see a problem here. Let's try this again. God damn it. Okay. This isn't much fun. Oh, God's sake. See, this kind of thing is the kind of thing that makes a person go, I don't like this game much. Because this is the kind of thing. Alright. Come on. Okay, there's only one way around this. I need to take that thing out. Got any MP? Yes, I do. Okay. Equip. I thought I would be able to get them to run around behind me, but apparently I can't. Okay, let's see what happens if the robot goes past it. Okay, so I'm just going to... Still alive. Come on. Apparently you... Okay. If I can get one of you back, that would be great.
We are surrounded. We don't have much time.
Actually, hold on. We've got a child. Talk to child first.
I hope they make it. We have to get moved. I hope they make it.
She's right there! Oh, for the love of God,
We
child.
can't let them discover our hideout.
I freed
Wonderful.
on their
You took.
trust.
Yes.
Yes.
You might. Among
What
the cat
is it?
and
The soul.
Alright. Let's see if I can't
They
get...
have backed us into a corner. Watch out for the commandos.
I
we
will.
are holding our comrades prison.
Alright. Let's see if we can't get the other one to come back as well. It's very annoying. I guess it kind of helps that I can just run back now that the ribbit is gone. Oh yeah. I am not getting myself killed. You coming?
Keep a lookout.
Come on. How are you incapable?
Let's go.
Can I knock you out?
I am heading back to base.
Good. God damn you. So I'm going to test a theory. No, actually, hold on. Did I upgrade the computer skills? Okay, so I'm upgrading that. I thought I'd actually already done that.
Keep a lookout.
I am keeping a lookout. You just seem incapable. Oh god, I got rid of the prod as well. This is annoying. Actually, maybe what I can do... Oh, stealth pistol. What if I trank you? Nope. Alright, so that doesn't work. Okay, load game. This is a case of there being another way out that I should be contemplating. Is there? I don't think there is. Hold on. There definitely isn't another way out of here up here. So I thought maybe... How are you able to open that door? Wow. Nope. give me the map? Is there another way out of here? Is that the problem? Have I taken them? How are they able to open that bloody door? I don't know. Okay, I have maybe...
Visual locked on.
I don't really know how I'm meant to get these people out. I don't even know whether actually they are alive. Oh no, here they come. Oops. Hello. Okay, well, I'm now beginning to think that maybe I need to get you out a different way. The only problem being, don't quite know how to get you out another way. Let's wait for you to go through this door. Carts, I'd love to know how you've got the key for this. No, out of the way! What are you wearing? Oh. You're not doing, you got soy. Alright, can create a brand new save game.
is here.
Yeah, I thought that might happen. I wish there was a way of... I mean, I'd like to go back through here properly with these bloody idiots. Come on. You going to be able to come through here? Come on. You just seem to be stuck right there. Why can you not? What is stopping you?
Keep a lookout.
I am keeping... Come on. You seem weirdly uncomfortable.
Let's go.
I am going. You are not going. Oh, now I can't even get your friend to come through because he's presumably stuck on a door. Ah, doing the old Walter Simmons.
We have to get moving.
Oh, he was almost out that door. I bet you see her and then shoot her. Come on. Oh, this is so annoying. I should have made a save and I had one of them. Right, now we wait. Come on. Is this a known bug? Not even responding anymore. I wonder if that means I can get you to come up.
Keep a lookout.
Come on. Oh, you're gonna die. No, no, you're not. Okay. I'm gonna just resave this one here. Yes. I'm also going to Alright, so I got to a point where it looked like maybe they were going to follow me. Oh, it's going to be one of these levels. Just wait for the robot to go by, and then we're going to run around the robot.
We have to get moving.
We do, but you're going to die. How do you... I mean, yeah, getting rid of that robot's not a bad idea. I will do that.
We are surrounded. We don't have much time.
Alright,
They are holding our comrades prisoner.
now we try and get the other one back. Yeah. Got turned around. It's alright. Save into the same save game slot. Can I Okay, let's save this game because they seem to have actually forced him through the door. Through what I call the science of pushing.
We are not prepared to fight a war.
Oh, thank God for that.
We made it.
I owe you my life.
You sure do. Now go talk with your child. Yes, I did.
I freed them.
Wonderful.
Both of them made it to the hideout.
Excellent.
Yes.
You might among
What about
the catacombs
is it what?
and for
The soul.
Okay. Now I can save. Now let's go back and it is
going
interesting.
to execute us. Thank you for saving our comrades.
I can't find the words. All I can say is
Well, I don't care. I spent a lot of save games trying to save you, and it was very irritating, and I almost let you die. I guess this is one thing where technically a modern game might deal with this slightly better. I mean, certainly that was incredibly awkward. Alright, let's re-energize myself. And go get that key. Guess what I should do first and foremost. Let's just God damn it, why can I not jump? Oh man, I'll just turn the super jump on. I think one problem with super jump is you actually end up hitting the roof, which means that you can't. There are certain enclosed areas. No, alright. That does not work. could just turn it off with a multi-tool. No, I'm gonna try this again. We have a robot to go past. Already taken out. Okay. I thought it was fairly clear from the actually, hold on. F5. Hey, how am I stuck on things? Okay. Better. Because I got the impression from all of that swimming and moving around, or is it actually over here? Nope, it is not. How weird. Okay. Okay, well that doesn't work. Okay, so what am I meant to... Well, actually, I've never tried this. Oh, that works. Ha! You learn something new every day.
Hear that? I think we got a bogey.
Woman. Well, don't I feel clever? I mean, I do. Because I am. Nano key? Yep. Look at Everett, blah 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 blah. Let's just hack into this. Suddenly feeling back in control. Didn't realise that I could use the drone to set off, or at least get rid of, lambs. See, this is why everybody loves Deus Ex after all these years, because it's still incredibly... Oh, now what's up there? I've been down there, but I've not had a look. Oh! Are we meant to know that there's someone up there? I mean, I guess we're meant to work it out. Well, ain't that interesting? Oh, apparently still haven't picked this up. Okay. Hey! I am right in thinking there's another way through here, I just didn't ever... think of going through there. Not that I thought that was a very... useful play anyway. But this is interesting. This is very interesting. La-di-da. How intriguing. Okay, so now that we've got... So that's one exit, there's another exit, there's another exit. Just gonna have a quick look at what's going on up here. Especially since...
The old catacombs exit is at the end of this passage, but it's been closed off for years due to cave-ins.
Sniper rifle ammo. To go the other way, but before I go the other way, let's re-energize. Because we can, and we should, and also we have robots. Okay, recharge. Whilst we're here, Actually, what is my health? Yeah, actually very close. And what are my skills? So upgrade to advanced computers, because I keep forgetting to turn that on. "29 seconds, you say? There is nothing else interesting up here, is there, apart from the TNT? Nope. "14 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Alright, we are now reputedly very powerful. Not really using my cloak. Probably should have gone for radar transparency. I guess I'll use my cloak slightly more later.
This passage goes to the sewers. If you don't mind the sludge, you'll be able to get around the city without a metro pass.
Assuming I can't. Oh, I can. Yeah. I don't mind the sludge, but I don't seem... Oh! This door. Okay. I should probably... get a gun, because you never know when you might encounter a greasel.
I think these tunnels connect to the sewers. You're going the right way.
Well, I'm always happy to have a lockpick. Hello, what's in here? Yeah, nothing. Might be a hiding spot though. Depending on... what else happens. It would appear... Can I jump in there? Sorry, I'm just had a... Don't think I can. It's a shame.
just got an unexpected message from Jaime Reyes. He's at a cafe and wants to see you. He
That'll
says
be
it's
my
urgent.
passcode to
The
kill
cafe address
Gunther.
is number 19. Above, I'm showing MJ-12 troops and the Paris police. Also some bots. The police won't bother you, but stay away from the troopers.
Can I unlock with... Nope. Let's continue exploring down here first. They seem relatively safe. I mean, I'm making a lot of noise and not attracting. Okay. Useful. No, right, that's the other. Alright, I'm back to there, am I? Okay. Ooh. Hello, nurse. Oh. Apparently. That's not. That's just. That's annoying. It's not real. It's not real! I can't stand it when things aren't real. Is this the way? Yeah, it's the way we came in. So. Need to find Jamie. Let's say we go through the one which doesn't require lockpicks. Even though... How many lockpicks do I have? 8. Even though that seems like that might be a trap. Ah, sewers. Everybody loves them. Okay.
I've got a bogey, no ID.
Well, you're quite right, it was one tough. Let's go into...
Remember the briefing.
I'm not keeping this save game. I just want to know what the excitement of this is. Oh yeah. Okay. So load game.
Getting too old for this.
Hey, get through this door.
Commandos are just overkill on a job like this.
I thought I had just made the security bot mine. But apparently not. Huh. So is the best I can do...
This posting sucks.
Sorry, dog.
Our sector's fine.
Yeah, that's probably deserved for killing that dog. Deactivate the robots. Okay, well, this is... Maybe I'll go back to my favoured flares.
It's dead. Remember the briefing.
Locked down.
Hot dog, huh? Now, do I actually have a map of this area? No, I don't.
Watch yourself. This one's some kind of man.
No.
Just trying to get an idea.
Okay. Really not quite sure what I want to do.
Someone's there. I can hear you.
Hear that? I think we got a bogey.
Yeah, but you don't know where, and that is convenient, because suddenly I'm moving away from you. Some of this new fascia, I mean, it looks very nice, but at the same time it also in no way fits with the rest of the design, although it does at least make the game look slightly more like good old prequel stuff. At least I got rid of those bloody robots. Do not know where I'm going. Guess I'm gonna go in here? Since...
Ah, the Paris nightlife. Have a taste of wine for me, JC.
What would you like?
At least one cap.
We will never.
Is there some?
Not yet, but the police program.
I'm looking.
A leader of
Nowhere.
where the criminals and students go at night.
Thanks. This crap.
You mean you?
They're a group of conspirators that.
I don't care.
See, JC's suddenly become very into the conspiracy, having been very, very skeptical 20 hours ago. Now, very, very
It's
big
more than Europe they
into
plan to unify.
conspiracy. Never
Never
mind.
mind.
Thought
Jamie.
you'd run off for a weekend in Paris without me, huh?
Call me nostalgic.
Yes, but I didn't trust anyone.
What happened?
They intercepted a message Alex sent to my home.
I hope the
I destroyed my keystone. Tong is safe. But they've been tracking you with an
Icarus.
However, you don't have to fight Gun.
I'm prepared.
You're not gonna never trusted its augmented agents. Any mech can be.
Kill something's first.
Gunther says La Putin machine. Dog that
La Putin machine.
Well, Putin
Easy.
machine.
magic.
Okay, that is incredibly useful.
He's our son. We can't have him.
I couldn't help overhearing it.
Deus, yes. Magic.
Josh,
I will not.
you have nothing to fear. I would like to see the end of.
Well,
What else have you found?
you are one of the revolutionaries, huh? Maybe you can do something with this. Street Station 17. And where?
What about Mich?
He was the one who.
I've already
First
done
and
that.
in your heart you are a father. How dare you let...
That is what I know.
Well, that's just awkward. Nightclub across the street. Is it over there? Or is it through there?
Clear the streets. The metro is closed until further notice. New travel restrictions. We must apprehend this.
Sorry, Drew, but I had to kill the dog. It's not that I want to kill the dog.
What is your business tonight?
My business? Actually, I haven't... That's true. I haven't seen an ATM to break into for ages. Actually, hold on.
Keep moving.
I guess I get to break in there at some point, aren't I?
We have reports of terrorist activity. What?
Oh. Apparently, killing the police is not a good idea. I wonder. Yeah. I thought maybe there might be something interesting up here. But there's not. Okay. I don't want to use up all of my bioelectric just on parlor tricks.
A digital media store. Don't waste your money in those places. You can get anything you want for free. It's on the black market in Asia.
Yeah, but what might I find in here, traitor, that you don't want me to know about? This seems like it might be the real conspiracy. Why would there be an ATM inside a digital musical store? Digital musical store? Yes, musicals which are digital. Why is there going to be... Oh, yeah. Well, that's... How much money do I have at the moment? Oh. Okay. Go back this way.
Did anybody else hear something?
I mean, this is why they want you to use lockpicks. It's a lot safer over here. Out of curiosity, oh no. Okay, let's go deal with. Oh no, you're green. Let's find out. Let's find out after... Let's see.
Not sure what you might find in these buildings, but if you break and enter, be prepared to meet the Paris police. Strange. I'm picking up infrared pulses. Why would a bakery need electronic security?
Alright, let's disable the camera and find out what's going on here. Yeah. Also apparently healed. Anything else in here which is worth looking into? Apparently not. Let's go have a look at what might be going on in this particular Oronsmith. I think explosive ammo, always useful. Occurs to me I could just be breaking through doors.
Come with me to America. Hey, this is our...
If you're looking for that crook with the weapons, he lives next door. What about your mother?
She is not prepared for the rugged life in the mountains. Good young, Poe. We are ready to wrestle grizzly bears if we have to.
My dear.
So we found the nightclub. Probably should find that soon. Nothing interesting there. So someone with weapons is next door, but I'm not... Nope. Okay. Filthy people. Yeah, they must mean by next door. Across the way. Yes. Ah, well, there's the nightclub. Union City Fashion. Is that a reference to Union City Conspiracy? I think it might be.
You found the club. The only one to stay open during martial law. They've hiked up the cover, which you will have to pay if you want to find out if Nicolette is inside.
Can I ask you a question?
I am not paid.
Take it easy.
I have no dealings with.
But you know her?
I don't have money to waste on that place.
Number 3.
If you want Renault,
Great.
you aren't who he was going to have.
I'm flattered.
Ooh. Renault in number 13. Sorry. Don't walk into that. It's a fire.
Enough talk.
Okay. Renault in the hotel lobby. Oh, apparently I still have F9 on.
Clear the streets.
That little building is a hostel. Lodging for backpackers.
Not a good night to be on the street. Sorry, all full.
Don't need a room. But maybe you can help me.
No.
Well then, I have to hack your computer.
Never heard of anything called Silhouette. New travel restrictions. Consult the papers.
Don't mind me while I used to use my sword.
My advice, get a room and wait for morning.
I'll get a room and wait for morning.
Hello?
You must be Renault.
So?
I heard you're looking.
The baker at number 15 keeps Zyme. 100%.
I already.
Same deal. 50 credit.
Let me.
Be careful of those two.
I get.
I'm serious. Do not give them your name or where you live.
Heard of. A mem.
You want club
Where's.
number...
I have no idea why I just tried to jump up there. Nice face.
Observe your motivations for breaking arbitrary laws of current government. Don't miss your chance to be one of us and create the new world order.
60418 Morbus 13.
Excusez-moi.
You're excused. Don't fall off. It would be very embarrassing. This hostel seems to only have 2 rooms. Well, I can see why they're booked for the night. It's not so much a hostel as it is.
Some trouble with silhouettes. Stay out of public places. Anywhere. What is your business?
I'm just trying. This is dead in 12 Trooper here. I could use that password, or I could just break in using this. Oh. Okay. Zero 4418 Morbus 13. Yeah. Obviously I had all... Oh, hold on. I say. Okay, let's go and visit the club, which there seems to be multiple entrances, which is always grand. There seems to be another way in. Might go this way then. Yes. Right, now let's try this one. Four 4418 Morbus 13. 004418. Yeah. Well, apparently I might have stolen stuff from that account anyway.
La Porte de l'Enfer. Resistant members aren't the only ones fond of the discreet staff and plentiful shadows. Watch your back.
Weird art. No, nothing new. Oh. Actually, what's the... Yeah. That's just a silhouette.
$300
I just stole that.
Here is a key.
Can't really imagine. Oh, that reflection is really weird. I'm trying to remember whether this is
Keep your weapons concealed.
concealed.
What will it be?
know the name.
What do you want?
The pride.
This club has good security.
I'm a friend.
She would have.
What do you...
They have.
Do they have...
The people are ready to fight. Foreign troops go down the street.
The group that...
What we need is an army. Silhouette should be organizing.
Never mind.
Okay. Let's see if we can find Nicolette.
Oh, you look...
Not long.
Ah, these troubled times.
I'm looking for information.
Oh, then I am your guide.
What can you tell...
The lovely Nicolette. Side,
Like...
do you wish to hear?
Oh,
Oh, poor man. Libre.
everyone's...
He can be found lurking in a dark corner.
So...
Careful.
He grew up here in the Champs-Élysées. He knows me.
Not everyone can...
Indeed.
Let me...
Elle est aussi...
A sheep.
Ah, oui. I have many weaknesses, but I started small like many, but I work out.
And you come...
I watch those who come and go, and that
My vision is...
I am honored that you would share your beauty with me. If you wish.
I'm not much.
Wonder if that's newly recorded for the Lady Denton stuff.
And enjoy yourself.
Because it doesn't seem...
I have some good news for both of you. Chad's alive.
You seen him? An American accent.
My business is with the terrorists that control the French.
What would Lamo do?
The French army had nothing to do with the coup. It was...
What about Chad?
His hideout is secure. I'm looking for a friend of his named
Nicolette. Oh, she does not want.
You know her?
She realizes how foolish. Nicolette is in enough. My friend is right. Nicolette told us not to trust anyone.
Hello. You look like a...
You talking?
You use bioelectric devices, yeah?
Nothing.
But yes, you would be interested in... You want more? Another bioelectric...
No.
But you're right, I probably should be using one. I'm going to just take your soy field. Soy food? Soy food.
Busy night, huh?
Indeed, Katarina.
No fighting.
Qu'est-ce que je vous sers? Hurt business? Hurt bit?
I came to...
Oui, oui. The only way is to crawl on your belly like a stinking rat.
Silhouette.
Rats. And
Guess...
not French sort.
The truth.
Oui, there was a coup. We see the president only on video.
You might be... Never.
Yeah, none of those are open. 3 picks, okay.
You work here?
Bartender.
Just a few questions.
So, you're in that game. Don't say a word. I don't want to know.
No.
Talk to me.
I'll come back this way.
Qu'est-ce que je vous sais?
Never mind.
Just wait, will you?
Oh.
These people are filthy. Ooh, hello. Talking about people who are filthy, I bet this goes behind that locked door with the key card. keycard? Keypad. How many do of these? 2 versus no. Makes a lot more sense. I'm assuming I can't. Nope. What was? Nope. Okay. Never mind. Let's continue our investigation. Well, maybe you might sell me an augmentation upgrade canister. That's what I want.
Do you find yourself amusing?
I do, actually.
Pretty lady, huh?
Claude? Oh, sorry, my mistake.
I'm looking for Nicolette. So, you know,
I know her name.
you know her mother.
Angel. That would make her a...
Yeah, more.
What makes you think Nicolette?
I helped her friends from Silhouette. Chateau vouched for me. I'm after the people.
You are an assassin.
Windness.
Go out behind the club. I will talk to Nicolette and perhaps she will meet you there.
The lighting does make you look like the fakest person we've seen. Also, your hands are just going straight through your dress, which... You know, you do you. You do you.
I love this place.
Good for you, Arthur.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Have a light?
I don't smoke.
What's your...
I'm a little.
hey, can I ask a...
How does someone with no money get? Then you must.
Oh, yes, I used to work in the office.
Sure.
It's just a little room with a keypad.
1966. Okay.
Everything is satisfactory, I trust.
Yes, especially now they've been given the code to your safe room.
Do you find yourself amusing?
I do! Alright, 1996. Sorry. 1966. Ah. You did not lie. But ammo, prod charge, credit shit, buckshot cell. Oh, yep. Trank dart, flare darts, normal darts. Oh. I don't mind if I do. Okay. Oh, that's the other way out. Okay. So...
Do you find yourself amusing?
so that conversation with... No, it was Anton. So Anton only sells bioelectric cells. You're boring. Okay, I think we'll go meet Nicolette. And then... Maybe time to call it a night. Might be time to call it a night.
She decided not to show.
I am Nicolette.
I will help you simply to...
Do you know
She was an Illuminatus.
Stand out that they...
How do you...
I met him.
A trusted friend of my mother's. Yes.
Where'd we find...
One of my mother's many secrets.
How does
Page was an Illuminatus. For him, intellect is the foundation of power, and that would make Everett his most dangerous rival.
But Everett's the...
Both the Illuminati and MJ-12 believe that the most intelligent or enlightened...
Page is a trained army.
He is still vulnerable. Much of his power comes from...
Let's hope you're right. Wait by the
We don't...
I'll be quick.
Jock! Jock, jock, jock! I don't think there's anything else for me to do. Yep. I'm not doing that. Oh. Can I make contact with the Illuminati in Paris before I go to the Chateau? Or only after? I'm gonna check, actually, because I don't know. Whether it's wise to leave with a mission unfinished. So, make contact. Illuminati. Paris. Deus Ex. I'm very tempted to go to the Chateau. From memory, the Chateau's great. I also don't think there's much combat in the Chateau, if at all. So, part 1, catacombs. Okay, so seems that that is done only when you've done the Chateau. Yeah, so I think we actually just go to the Chateau. I'll test this. Save the game. Talk to Nicolette. I've lost Nicolette. How embarrassing. Ah!
See if your friend's ready to go.
Ready?
Okay.
That's Jock.
Let's hit it.
Alright. We'll see whether the make contact with the Illuminati option is still there when we get to Le Chateau. Chateau de Claire. Ah, mon ami. I am... Oh, who are you? Standing there? I am Hercule Poirot, and I solved the murder of what happened to your family. Yep, so we will be going back to Paris.
I had not wanted to.
Why not?
I was afraid it would be like this. The same.
You would rather that
I would rather. No, let's go. Only in novels do places crumble to dust for no reason when their spirit is lost.
Your mother?
Lead the way. I no longer have a key. We must find my
Now, from memory, I don't think there's any combat. I think this is pure exploration. I think that was the thing that's kind of startled me when I played this back in the day, and that you keep on expecting something bad to happen, and you are just exploring an environment. I also think this is a slightly better looking environment than it was last time, although maybe less ruined? I don't know, whatever the case, we'll come back to this tomorrow. Need to go read some more Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. Good night. Cue waiting for me to click stop recording.